G'day everyone, and welcome back to another BTLO replay. Desi here, and this week we have released quite a lot of labs. We had the Halloween event, it is now finished, and we wanted to release the video walkthroughs to give everyone a chance to go through them and play them. The way this was set up is that there was 3 labs. NIMBUS was one of the first ones, and once you finished all 3 labs and got keys from each of them, which was the last question in each lab, you could then move on to Cursed Tomb, which unlocked, and you had to use those keys that you found in that lab. So today we're going to be going through NIMBUS, but before we do that, make sure you follow us on X, LinkedIn, or join the Discord server, because as we saw during the event, it was an amazing community that kind of helped each other and gave a lot of feedback, and it was really enjoyable to be part of that. Links are in the description box below, but for now, I've already started up the lab, and let's read the scenario. There's quite a lot here. My name is Jet Cloud. People call me JC for short. I've been in cybersecurity for the past 3 years as a SOC analyst. The money is great, but there is an issue. To be frank, the work is really boring. I sit at a desk and look at a dashboard and click. I'm not sure if it's worth 4 years of my life to major in the mundane tasks, but I can't get those years back. I've been contemplating a career change, something in the cloud potentially. It's going to be a shock, JC. I don't think it changes once you move to the cloud. It's just a different dashboard. 2 of my best friends, Samir and, Tunei, I definitely butchered that, suggested that I should bring my security background to the cloud. They mentioned the role of Cloud Security Analyst would fit me well. They referred me to their current employer, CloudTrail Technology, CTT. If it helps, the company is big in the industry according to my brief research. While I waited for the status of my application, they advised I should study for AWS certifications to get familiar with the cloud stack they use. 3 weeks have passed since that day. I passed my AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam. It was fairly easy, to be honest, more of a vocabulary test. Most importantly, CTT reached out and I passed the behavior interview with flying colors. I've been placed in the final stage. The hiring manager, Mr. Adams, commended me for reaching the stage in relatively short time. I told him I have my AWS CCP and I'm currently studying AWS Solution Architect. Mr. Adams' facial expression seemed pleased. The call ended on a high note. He said he would keep an eye on my email. I immediately called Samir, and I'm not going to pronounce it, to share the news. They exhorted me further, saying, "You got this in the bad." I think meant to be bag, JC. Another boost was this statement. "Hey JC, Mr. Adams, the company are flying all the cloud employees to Las Vegas for AWS reInvent 2023 next month. Bro, if you can pass the final assessment, we turned Vegas upside down with a huge celebration party." I'm not going to lie, when I heard that, I almost teared up. Not only will I be able to leave my boring SOC job, I'll be in a better position with my best friends. I'm going to pass this final interview. A few days later, Mr. Adams sent me the email. He further explained the final assessment in detail with the following scenario. As Cloud Security Analyst, you have been assigned to investigate the activities performed on an S3 bucket in your AWS account. The goal is to gather information about the bucket's name, objective level operations, and access requests made to the bucket. You'll perform your analysis using CloudTrail Management Events, CloudTrail Data Events, and S3 access logs. It looks like I have been given access to the start of the investigation on a platform called BTLO. Personally, I've never heard of it, but it won't stop me. I've made it this far. The end is within my grasp. It looks like I have 10 hours of lab time to answer all the questions below. Let's get started. My last name isn't Cloud for nothing. All right. Another one, Malik definitely had a hand in this one because there's so much story in this. I feel like the first paragraph and maybe like the last 2 were relevant. We will see. TLS, fairly old format. Okay. All right, 17 questions. Let's get into it. Full screen. BTLO, it's Windows box. Looking at the CloudTrail Management Event logs, what is the TLS version used? And it gives us a hint. TLS v x.x. I love when we have Notepad++. Definitely a win. Looks like it shut down unexpectedly. Let's move this out of the way. Let's jump straight in. So CloudTrail Management logs. I could probably just drag all 3 of these in. What's nice about this management event, yeah, is it's got a universal find, which is nice. So we actually search for all TLS details, TLS version. There we go, 1.2. This is a fairly old version with many vulnerabilities. Can you give me its release year and RFC document number? So RFC means request for comment, and usually when new things come out, they make one of these. 1.2 RFC. So 5246 looks like the document, August 2008. 2008. Let's see if I can remember. 5246. Yeah, there we go. Great. Let's check your network understanding some more. TLS is the accessor to what deprecated protocol? I should know this. What was before TLS? SSL. So kind of like trivia questions that I just forget. They pop out of my head. What is the AWS specific implementation? What AWS specific implementation is the industry standard for object storage immutability for ransomware protection? Sorry, I'm not going back into full screen, but I'm just going to be Googling a lot of these because I feel like it's like the AWS cloud set that they're talking about. S3 object lock fits the answer key. Yeah, there we go. Interesting HTTP response in the S3 access logs. Can you provide me the error code the attacker was presented with? Access logs, that's this one. I want to wrap text. Sorry, I will go full screen for this one, and I will make this bigger. Zoom in, control plus mouse wheel up. Yeah, there we go. So I got a 404. This error's code represents some type of link issue. Can you browse the web and tell me which one? Multiple answers accepted. Issue name. So again, we can just go HTTP error 404. Not found. Let's see. Not found. Okay, accepted, not found. What is the attacker's IP, the one being used to access the S3 bucket? This one. Copy. Paste. There we go. We understand the attackers can spoof their location, but what country and city was the request made from? Country name, city. We're going to use my favorite IP lookup, AbuseDB. Error we can run into here is different databases will report different. I mean, England is the country. Is it looking for UK though? Country name, England, London. Yeah, there we go. ARNS are unique identifiers in AWS resources. It seems that like the requester's ARN was redacted. What seems to be his name according to the principal ID? Let's do a global search. Find in all files. No, find. Let's try principal ID first. Find in all open. Okay. I can't find them. Oh, look at what else we've got here. Hey, Jet. Report steps, go to. Okay. So I should have read all this first. It looks like we have another set of data that, come on. We have another set of data that was hidden from us. Not hidden, it's just elsewhere. Slightly annoying, but let's copy this, exit. Okay. Principal ID, Jeff. There we go. Okay. What is the bucket name according to the S3 access logs? These names are unique across all AWS accounts in all AWS regions. Format bucket name. Access logs. This one? This bucket test, BTLO lab. What is a request timestamp according to the S3 access logs? Again, another copy and paste. What's this time? I think we've got like 4 questions out of these logs. It's nice, pretty quick. What cipher was used? Oh, this is a cipher here. Oh, this is painful. Always painful trying to do that. Yeah. This should be the cipher. Yeah, we can have a look here. So if we go AWS cipher, supported protocols and ciphers. So we can go read about it if we want to learn more about the different ciphers that are used. We followed on from this the fact that we were still in the access logs, and that's what got us that one. Utilize ChatGPT report or raw log. Utilize the ChatGPT report or raw log. The XML NS in the log is what? Okay, so I need this. XML NS. There we go. Correct. Utilize the ChatGPT report. Roles, policies, and permissions should be defined in AWS. What is the common AWS service used to do this? I remember doing this lab before. The ChatGPT report wasn't super helpful. I think because it changes so often. IAM. Yeah, and only once. 3-letter acronym. There we go. So I just Googled it. Policy and permissions in IAM. Identity access management. That's what it's called. Utilize ChatGPT report. Monitoring alerts are often listed in one of the many best practices. What AWS monitoring service was recommended? So let's Google this. And I want AWS. CloudWatch. Two more questions to go. Okay, this was a pretty simple, nice lab. It is an easy one, and it's definitely a Google search lab, I would say. Utilize the ChatGPT report. According to the recommendation section, what should we enable for IAM users with elevated privileges to enhance security? I mean, I could guess this one. I think when I did this, it didn't have it in my report, but yeah. Enable multi-factor authentication, the second recommendation. Least privileges was the first. Nice. What is the RSVP key for the cloud engineer for the Halloween bash? Write down your answer. You'll need it for the Halloween lab. I think that was in here somewhere. Spooky party. Nice and simple. We just need to read the story and get the key. I think we're at the end. Celebration. Nimbus was nice and simple. Definitely easier than Uri. There was less story involved. It was pretty straightforward. It's good to learn a little bit about AWS. If you're doing this yourself, definitely go through these steps to do the ChatGPT report. It's just not as repeatable as I think we hoped when we made the lab. It does clean up some of the data though. So it would have been easier to find some of the questions, but if you kind of can control F things and find them and you know what you're looking for, then you're okay. Other than that, this was the second lab that I did in the series of the Halloween one. I know Malik's hard working away doing Lola La Chata and Cursed Tomb. So stick out for those labs because those were harder, a lot more involved, but definitely enjoyed these easy labs and playing them. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to never miss a video. And in the meantime, remember to join us on Discord, part of that awesome community, and tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. BST for BTLO Replay. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you all next time.